Welcome. Cleese here. Stand by for orientation. Now, let's see. Just a moment. Had it a minute ago. Ah! Here we are. Welcome to the end of the universe. Oh, don't look so glum. Nothing lasts forever, you know. As science tells us, all those billions upon billions of stars are bound to burn out someday. What science didn't tell us, of course, was that some damnable dark force would be accelerating the process, dragging the remaining systems screaming into the void. Thanks, science. Way to be on the ball with that. So, here we are, the end of all things. One star still burning, and anything that's still alive, they've gathered here. The last star, Solus. And that's where you come in, my dear fellows. You're our last hope. 25 of the bravest, strongest, strangest, and still alivest battleborn the universe has ever seen. A+ for surviving the end of all things. But now, the real challenge begins. Well, before we fit you for battle, you'd probably like to know what you're in for. Let's take a look at a recent excursion to the frozen hellscape of Bliss and the 5 battleborn who led the charge. First is Thor, capable, courageous, and quite pissed about the loss of her homeworld to the Varelsi. You might think a bow insufficient for a fiery march of vengeance, and in most cases, you'd be right. But this Eldred Ranger is a different story. A painful story. Look, just don't make fun of her bow. I'm speaking from experience. Oscar Mike, a UPR clone soldier left over from a long-forgotten war. He outlived his brethren through deft use of his armament. Heavily augmentable assault rifle, airstrike capability, vicious frag grenades, and a nifty bit of stealth cloak technology. I'm sure he may sound like a lunatic, but he's our lunatic. And an effective one. Phoebe is one of the last Light Consortium's greatest engineers. Next to yours truly, of course. She wields an array of sabers held aloft by tech of her own design. Not as elegant as some of my designs. Then again, she can teleport and call down storms of swords. So I tend to keep my notes to myself. Much safer that way. Where do I start with Orendi? She's, well, she has lots of arms. That much is clear. She's also one of the fastest, most lethal fighters in Solus, utilizing her incredible speed and bursts of chaotic energy to cut down any that stand in it. Oh, 7 hells, that's disgusting! Moving the hell on. Caldarius may slice, dice, and puree his foes, but don't let the look fool you. He's much more than a sentient blender. His JTX assault frame and jump pack grant him incredible mobility in aerial combat, which pairs rather nicely with his reckless disregard for his own safety. Thanks, Caldarius! Your death wish is appreciated. They're formidable enough on their own, but together, these 5 battleborn achieved a victory that delayed the potentially inevitable death of the last star by... there's a carry the one. 6 hours. That's, well, it's not nothing, eh? There you are. Oh, apologies for the hike, but trust me, you're better off on foot. Oh dear, the portal's surging. Brace yourself, Nova! Woo! Damn you, Nova! At least try to fly straight. I'm fine. Totally okay. Oh, whatever. Get to the supply depot and secure the drop point. Then we can begin today's suicide mission, closing that damnable portal before this gets any worse. dice on the remote access, but I have located the control console. Get those arms out of the way, would you?
One would assume that a colossal hole in the fabric of space itself would be a clear enough warning to stay the hell out of my affairs. Or was that too subtle for you people?
That Dracula said colossal hole.
I'm pleased we could chat before the Varelsi tear you limb from limb. Mark my words, that portal will stabilize. The Varelsi will flood the system. Solus will fall. And there is nothing you can do to stop it. Second thought, I'd rather just kill you now. Why should the Varelsi have all the fun?
Take cover, now! Still alive, etc.? Excellent. Now stand by for your new companion, a heavily modified sentry. I'll get Nova to a safe distance. Go on, activate the wolf sentry.
Wolf unit online. Startup diagnostics. Weapons online. Sensors online. Self-preservation protocols. Suspiciously absent. Cognitive functions.
Oh, he's fine. Notice the handsome doomsday device I've mounted on the back. That will provide the sufficient levels of kaboom we need to collapse the Varelsi breach for good. If we can get it there in one piece.
Mr. I was born combat. Knock, knock, fellas! I'm dumb as hell and thirsty for death!
Ah, you see? He's more than capable of defending himself. Now, get him to the portal. Why? The shard conduit powering that force field can't be far away. Find it and destroy it, but keep an eye on the sentry.
Go on then! Strike!
Ugh.